Western Kentucky Lady Topper basketball has won 6 of their last 7 games. That stretch includes a win in Boca over Florida Atlantic. They have another chance against the Owls here today. Hi, everybody. Brian Klein and John Butler, very happy to be with you on this glorious Saturday afternoon. And John, should be a good one. These two teams met, like I said, just 2 weeks ago. A 10-point win for WKU.
Yeah, and both teams sort of going in different directions. Western Kentucky's won 6 out of 7. FAU has lost 6 out of 8. This is a tough trip for FAU. When you play middle and at Western Kentucky, those are normally two of the best teams in the conference. And this floor has not been real kind to FAU over the years. They're 1-13 at Dill Arena.
They were just 1-12 on the road all of last season, 3-6 on the road this year. WKU in their home whites, red lettering and red lining down the sides. FAU in their road navy blue uniforms with red numbers on the front and back. We are underway here in Diddle Arena with WKU winning the tip. Lexi Mead quarterbacking the offense, moving from left to right. Acacia Hayes powers down the far lane, draws the double. Stutter step inside. The layup left short, and Yannick Rosenthal gobbles up the rebound before she's fouled.
Yeah, that was going to be a foul on Acacia. She missed the left-hand finish, and that was one of the problems I thought Thursday. We missed a lot of easy, I'm not saying easy, but a lot of close-in shots. Then in frustration, she fouled off the missed shot.
It's the team's first foul early on, 20 seconds in. Jada Moore controls, delivers the pass to the right wing, drive on the baseline, and it falls on a little push shot for Joya Maddox.
I think you can argue that Maddox may be FAU's best player right now, the transfer from Rutgers.
Straight away, Jalen Foster three, missed everything on the baseline. Aaliyah Pitts could not juggle it back in bounds. So out of bounds, WKU loses possession, down by 2, 40 seconds in.
Yeah, that shot, I know Coach Collins wants Jalen to take it, but that was a little contested by Gaston. She's 6'2". That's probably a better shot fake and go by.
Zaff drives past Lexi Mead, and her layup is swiped away. Mead was behind her by a half step the entire way down the lane, and the sophomore point guard at the last moment got a piece of it, and then Zaff needed it on the way out of bounds. So WKU takes over, down by 2, 60 seconds in.
FAU in a 2-2-1 zone press.
Press was very tough on WKU 2 weeks ago as part of that big third quarter comeback for FAU when they turned a 19-point deficit into a 2-point deficit. Greg Collins very adamant that the press offense needs to be better. They need to beat the press in an effort to score, not just to beat it. They beat it into the front court, a deflected pass, inbound WKU, and they reset for Mead up top. 1:10 gone, really a carry for Mead, and she instead probes right wing. Aaliyah Pitts drives inside, layup goes, count it, and the foul.
A good move that time by Aaliyah Pitts. Going to get the block. I think she was probably there, but I think she's inside the restricted area.
So Aaliyah Pitts, the Virginia transfer.
Nice to see that of Aaliyah. She's not scored more than 3 points in her last 6, so maybe we can get her going today.
1:15 gone in the first quarter, and she swirls in the free throw. They got the foul on, I believe, Alexa Zaff. No, it was Amber Gaston, actually.
Yep.
So that's her first and FAU's first.
They immediately subbed her out, too. She played really well against Middle. She had 10 points.
Dylan Hanna in for the first time today to replace her. Zaff swings up top for Rosenthal, makes a move on Foster to the right. Cross-court feed Zaff, catch and shoot three. Oh, it's cash.
That looked good the whole way, right in front of us from the wing.
FAU on top of WKU 5-3. 8:20 left in the first quarter. Bounce pass left wing, Acacia Hayes resets up top. They cycle it to the right wing. Jalen Foster ball fake. Got Gaston up in the air. Now a kick out. Mead three top of the arc. Did not go. I think that Hanna up in the air, by the way. Hanna was the Gaston replacement, and the three went out of bounds.
The ball just did not come out of Lexi Mead's hand right. She had funny spin on it. Just must not have got it set right.
2 minutes through in the first quarter. WKU down by 2. FAU with the ball. Rosenthal between the rings straight away. Kick out right wing three. Zaff left it short. And Jalen Foster corrals the rebound for WKU. Hayes on the left arc. Bullet pass to the left block. It's Aaliyah Pitts, the Virginia transfer. Picks up her dribble in the lane. Kick out, no one home. And Jalen Foster tracks down the loose ball by the midline. 7:40 left in the first frame. Mead dribbling with her right hand, gets the screen right, doesn't use it. Instead, swings to the left wing for Hayes. Cross-court feed. Maya Meredith catch and shoot three. It's a brick off the backboard. Shot clock is at 5, does not reset. Foster throws it up, too strong off the window, and the rebound goes to Rosenthal for FAU. In transition, the Owls go. Maddox push shot, falling away, does not fall, left it short, and Rosenthal swoops in for the offensive rebound. They slow it down with Alexa Zaff dribbling with her right hand straight away. On the left wing, it's Moore breaking the arc, picking up her dribble on the nail, 5 to shoot. Give the keys to Rosenthal, baseline J from the short corner, does not fall, too strong. Mead with the rebound, in transition for WKU. Maya Meredith has a step, swims through the defense, lefty layup goes.
Yeah, good dish that time by Lexi, but that was a really good finish that time by Maya Meredith with her left hand.
That's the equalizer of 5 apiece, 6:40 left in the opening frame. Maddox shakes Meredith to her right, past the nail, push shot off the window, too strong. Rebound Jalen Foster. WKU in transition, John. They are very, very effective in their transition offense. Lexi Mead kick out for Jalen Foster, and now they cycle it around left wing for one of the best freshmen in the league, Acacia Hayes. Down the far lane, Hayes, she's got a step, she lays it in, count it, plus the foul. That's what makes her so special.
Yeah, they're going to get the foul on Maddox as well. Just a blow by that time by Acacia. No help that time by FAU. Acacia's got a chance to get the and one right here. I was just getting ready to say that FAU is really good on their half court defensively. They're big too. They're a lot bigger in most spots than Western Kentucky. I can see where they can give teams fits trying to score against, especially in the half court.
Hayes clanked the free throw, so WKU only up by 2, 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. On the near wing, it's a 3, too strong off the heel for Joya Maddox. Long rebound by Meredith, one man to beat. It's Rosenthal in transition. She slows it down, jacks up the 3 left wing, off the front rim, and the rebound goes to FAU's Maddox. The transfer out of Rutgers was swiped away. Maya Meredith kept it in on the near sideline on a dive, colliding with the front row. And WKU retains possession, up by 2, 5:30 left in the opening frame. What an effort by the reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, she looks much more energized today than she did Thursday, moving much better.
Acacia Hayes lines up the 3 right wing off the back rim, too strong, and the rebound goes to Dylan Hanna for FAU. Now you're right, she just really didn't have any air in her tires, and Greg Collins recognized that early on Thursday against FIU, pulled her and really didn't play her that much in the second half. Jada Moore makes a move inside, left block, push shot, too strong, rims out. Rebound Lexi Mead, the shortest player on the floor, at 5'5" for WKU. Scoop pass, right wing 3. Oh, it's good! Jalen Foster buries it, and WKU is doubling up FAU 10-5 midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, it's not an easy 3, the pull-up 3, but Jalen's kind of on a heater right now. She's been in double figures her last 4 games. She played well down at Florida, too. She had 12 points earlier against FAU.
Zaff has it on the far sideline. A bounce pass up top, intercepted. Jalen Foster jumped the passing lane, and it's a layup line in transition. Oh, she's on fire now. 12-5, WKU in the driver's seat on FAU.
Well, that's why Western Kentucky is top 10 in the country in steals. Back-to-back steals by the Lady Toppers.
Average about 12.5 steals per game. On the near corner, it's an intercepted pass. Joya Maddox could not corral the rainbow feed from Rosenthal. Steal Meredith in transition. Hayes lost the ball, jarred free by Rosenthal. Tracked down by Maya Meredith again. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 3 ball. Acacia Hayes, you bet. Straight away, the freshman. That's target practice. Timeout FAU.
And this game is eerily similar to the Middle Tennessee game on Thursday for FAU, where they were blown out of the first half.
The Lady Tops on a 12-0 run. It's all WKU, and we're back in a moment on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Hey Hilltopper fans, Bath Planet is your place for a true custom shower and bath that's beautiful, durable, and easy to clean. The installation can take as little as a day, and Bath Planet offers a limited lifetime warranty with up to $2,000 off your next project. Give us a call at 270-479-7277 or come see us at our Bowling Green showroom. Schedule a free quote at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, a proud sponsor of WKU Athletics.
Hey Hilltopper fans, you may think that just because summer has come to an end, your only option for entertainment is plopping down on the couch and watching your team play. But that's not the case at all. There's plenty of time to get outdoors, and this is one of the best times of the year to do so. Trout are being stocked statewide, deer season is in full swing, and small game hunting opportunities are in season and abundant. Visit fw.ky.gov and start planning your outdoor adventure right now.
Hey Hilltopper fans, make sure you grab a bag of Mr. G's all-natural Big Red Corn. It's sweet and salty, GMO-free, nut-free, and made right here in Kentucky. Order online at MrG'sKettleCorn.com. That's MRGSKettleCorn.com. It's not just ordinary popcorn, it's Mr. G's Kettle Corn. Enjoy. Enjoying a hot start for WKU, 15-5, 4 minutes left in the opening quarter, John. Everything going right for WKU, but what has gotten them here to this 10-point advantage?
Well, turnovers. Outscored FAU 8-0. 8 out of the 15 points have been off turnovers.
They're on a 12-0 run right now. FAU on the offensive end. Devin Scott probes to the far corner. Hubbard in a double team. She lost the ball on the baseline. Rosenthal tracks it down. Reverse layup with the shot clock expiring, and she puts it in. FAU had nothing going in that offensive possession, but Rosenthal was there for the bailout basket.
Yeah, it's great defense. We switched to a 1-3-1 matchup out of the timeout, and that was kind of a lucky play that time by FAU.
3:30 left in the opening quarter. Karis Allen straight away. Delivers the pass to Lexi Mead. Give it to Jalen Foster. The forward has 5 points on the right wing. Back to Mead. 8 on the timer. Mead makes a move inside. Her push shot is denied. Anaya Hubbard climbed the ladder. Shot clock does not reset. Near corner, 3-ball. Macy Blevins. Wide left off the rim, but the long rebound goes to Mead, and WKU slows it down. What a block by Anaya Hubbard climbing the ladder there. Far corner, ball fake. Allen drives inside, draws the double. Her layup doesn't go, too strong. Got her own offensive rebound. Ball is loose on the baseline now, and it's taken away by Anaya Hubbard. The reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Week. Eurostep in transition. She's fouled. It was Hope Savory grabbing the personal foul. A business decision for her, saying, okay, it's either a layup for Hubbard or a foul on me.
Yeah, Hubbard is a very impressive looking athlete. I call her a mini Zion Williamson, to be honest with you. She is left-handed, 5'8", but strong. I mean strong. Now, doesn't shoot it great from outside, but when in transition, in the paint, I mean, she's really good. 13.2 a game.
And she hits the first free throw. That 2 minute less. 2 possession stretch.
Yeah, she had a block.
That just tells you everything you need to know.
Block, steal, and then just went wire to wire in transition.
She misses the second free throw, but you could tell with Hubbard at the range, the future is bright for FAU women's basketball.
Now this
straight away, Savoy was stripped away by Devin Scott, and FAU has a steal. Anaya Hubbard, who else, twirling past the nail, picks up her dribble, gives it to Scott, left elbow, low post feed, oh, nice wraparound pass. Gaston found the cutter, and it was Rosenthal laying it in. Here's the press by FAU. WKU struggled mightily in the third quarter 2 weeks ago against the Owls in Boca. They struggle here. A steal for Hubbard, then Jalen Foster takes it right back. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Left wing, Hope Savoy catch and shoot three. Too strong on the baseline. Oh, Blevins kicks it in. Acrobatic move, but FAU gobbles up the loose ball, and they slow it down.
There's a lot going on in that last minute.
Bullet pass to Gaston. No one was guarding her. Hope Savoy, the 5'5" junior, was guarding the 6'2" Gaston in the low post, and she was on the ground, physically defeated, and Gaston took advantage.
Yeah, that just was a mismatch in low.
On the far corner, it's a three for Jalen Foster. Too strong. Rebound to Devin Scott. A long one by the three-point line. She breaks the arc in transition on the left side. Her lefty layup does not fall. A foul is called, though, on WKU. I believe it was Jalen Foster. It was.
Yeah, FAU right now on a 7-0 run. This is a lineup that just played for Western Kentucky that ended the game so successfully against FIU. But so far they're behind 7-0 on this little change, though.
Oh, remember what FAU did in that third quarter with the press, and that's something we've seen already in the infancy of this last stretch from the timeout. A 17-0 run 2 weeks ago, and we know what FAU is capable of, but you're right. WKU ended that last game against FIU largely with their reserves, and Teresa Faustino came off the bench. She was a big defensive jolt for WKU, but what does this lineup for the Lady Tops provide that maybe the starters don't?
Well, it's just a change of tempo. It ended up being a tremendous defensive lineup, especially in that 1-3-1, especially with Teresa Faustino on top. But then you throw in Hope, how well Hope is playing. And Macy, I thought, played her best game in weeks the last time. It's just a different look. They're going to the scores table. I'm not really for sure why. I think they were looking at a potential, maybe a shot to the head that somebody took. I didn't really see it.
Well, I wonder if they're going back with the stoppage to take a look at what Hope's players. Jalen Foster was speaking with the officials as well. Incidental contact, no foul. But FAU is currently on a 7-0 run, and Devin Scott is at the stripe for a pair.
Yeah, this team won't quit. I mean, for sure. I mean, we just talked about how the great comeback they had against Western Kentucky down in Florida, and then they put on a monster run against Middle Tennessee. So they'll go through stretches in which they look bad, but it tells you something about a team that will not let bad performance stop them from continuing to play.
Scott hit both full court press, and Teresa Faustino, she throws it over to the far sideline for Jalen Foster in a double team, gets it across the midline, and then she stepped over a backcourt violation. Jalen Foster was hounded by a double. In trouble, she was on her pivot foot, and then her rotating foot stepped over the line.
Well, against the press, the one place you don't want to pick up your dribble is right across half court. And this is a pretty effective 2-2-1. They're long, and I think they just switched to a 1-2-2. But this team on the floor is long, and since they switched to this full court pressure, it has created all kinds of havoc for the Lady Toppers.
And since they've switched, it's a 9-0 run over the past about 3 minutes. Devin Scott on the near corner, drives inside, and her pass to the right block, stolen away. Hope Savoy was in the passing lane, and now a jump ball is called with Gaston, Jalen Foster, and Teresa Faustino in a scrum on the ground.
I think Gaston came up there holding her head. I think she butted heads with Teresa Faustino. She's going to come out right now.
And she only scored 2 points against WKU 2 weeks ago. She's holding her left eye.
Yep.
And making her way immediately towards the end of the bench. And Taylor Novak, the trainer, having a look. Meanwhile, inbound from the baseline, they get it in quickly for Moore, and she's fouled.
Yeah, that was a nice little set that time. Western Kentucky was in a zone on the inbounds, and they did a good job of sneaking that pass in there to, I think it was to Jada Moore.
And Jada Moore hacked on her way up. It was Jalen Foster called for the personal foul, her first, but WKU's fourth. One more, and FAU shooting bonus free throws. Another way for FAU to expand upon their scoring run. 9-0 over the last even 3 minutes. Jada Moore, the transfer out of Kansas State, had 17 points, a career best against WKU 2 weeks ago in Boca.
Yeah, what's unusual about it, of course, she played at Kansas State for from 20 to 22. That's her only double-figure game of the year was against Western Kentucky.
She goes 2 for 2 at the stripe, her first and second points of the day. 60 seconds left in the opening frame, and still a full court press. Faustino bounces it to the far sideline. Blevins, she catapults the pass over the outstretched arm of Hope Savoy. Out of bounds, another turnover for WKU. It's the team's fourth.
Yeah, this lineup has struggled against it. It's a diamond. It's an old-fashioned diamond 1-2-1-1 full court press, and it has caused all kinds of mistakes.
So what do you do if you're Greg Collins?
Well, I think one of the things that you're going to do is he just made a few subs, but you want to get the ball to the middle. That's what you want to do. You definitely don't want to catch it in a deep corner. You want to get the ball to the middle, and then you want to attack and score off of it.
Hubbard and Foster got tied up on the left block, and I believe they're calling, or excuse me, Pitts, and they're calling Pitts for a hook.
Yeah, it's going to be Pitts on a hold that time. Even though Pitts is about 4 inches taller than Hubbard, Hubbard's got her in, I guess you could say, strength.
Yeah. And now Hubbard is at the stripe with WKU having committed 5 team fouls. You mentioned the sub for Greg Collins to try to beat that press, and they really haven't had a chance to see what that sub can do. Her name is Josie Gilvin, in for Macy Blevins.
And Hayes was just put in.
Casey Hayes in as well.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Lexi Mead was probably going to come in pretty quickly.
Second free throw is good. Pitts bullet pass far sideline for Josie Gilvin. Finding a cutter, it's Hope Savoy, a trailer, and her shot does not fall from 3. It's a brick. Kicked out Jalen Foster, and her shot too strong. Long rebound on the far sideline to FAU. Devin Scott walking the tightrope, stolen away, Jalen Foster. Western Kentucky can take it across the midline left to right. Shot clock to game clock differential of about a second. Hayes gets the screen left, swings to the far sideline for Hope Savoy. The junior takes 3, now 4 dribbles before an off-ball foul is called. And Aaliyah Pitts was pushed, trying to set the screen. It was Jada Moore, the culprit.
It's only going to be the team third right here.
Her first.
Yeah, Western Kentucky, in these end of clock situations right here, you like to take a shot with about 4.5 seconds. In case you miss, you want an opportunity to rebound and put it back in.
Moore is out. Alexa Zaff is in. 10 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Acacia Hayes, screen left, powers down the far lane, spins through a double team. Kick out Jalen Foster, extra feed, extra again. Near corner, Josie Gilvin makes a move inside. 1 second left, wraparound pass. Hayes' layup does not fall, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. FAU on a 13-0 run to end the first frame, and they seize an 18-15 lead through 10 minutes. We're just getting started here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. When we return, the second quarter right here on ESPN 102.7 and the Varsity app. On the on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Don Franklin Auto countdown to tip up. That's past. That's ancient history at this point. Through one quarter, FAU is on top of WKU 18-15. That was an interesting way to end a 13-0 run for the Owls.
Yeah, and it came down to turnovers. I mean, at one time, Western Kentucky was up 8-0 in points off turnovers. Now it's 8-7. And FAU went to that diamond 1-2-1-1 press, and boy, it completely threw us for a loop. Not only have we struggled to handle the ball, but we're only 2 out of 12 from 3.
So Lexi Mead is tempoing the offense for WKU, attacking the hoop to our right. Bounce pass to the freshman Josie Gilvin on the right wing. And they cycle it to the near corner. Acacia Hayes goes back up top. Now back to the near corner. Jalen Foster 3. Off the heel, too strong. Long rebound in transition. Here comes FAU. It's Joya Maddox. Oh, nice feed to Zaff on the left block. And she lays it in. It's a 15-0 run for FAU, and the Owls lead by 5.
Yeah, it was a mistake on Western Kentucky. Somebody's got to get back when a three's from the corner.
Here's a 3 from the corner for WKU. It's Aaliyah Pitts on the near side.
Yeah, it's nice to see that from Aaliyah. She has really struggled lately, but that's a nice confidence getter right there for Aaliyah.
Devin Scott near sideline. Swings to the far sideline for Zapp. The senior is trying to spin past the freshman Hayes. Goes back up top for Hubbard. Reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Week. Makes a move inside. A bullet pass over to Rosenthal. Too hot to handle. Goes past her grasp. Out of bounds, but it was batted away. Last touch WKU. So FAU stays here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 60 seconds gone in the second quarter. Devin Scott lofts it inside. Hubbard, zero gravity. Off the window, too strong, a brick. And WKU regains control. Hayes motors into the front court, left to right. Drew some contact with Scott straight away, but no foul is called. She motors to her left, down the far lane, falling down and in trouble.
Yeah, probably one dribble too many that time. Had the right idea. The pass was open to Gilvin in the corner, but probably one too many.
So now FAU regains control. Sure, WKU has scored in this quarter, but it is a 15-3 run. A minute 20 gone in the second quarter. Oh, a big-time block. Zaff ran into a brick wall, and her name is Jalen Foster.
Yeah, that was an interesting play that time. Zaff was kind of, in fairness to Zaff, she was falling down when she shot it.
Inbound from the baseline for Scott, gets it into the lane, and Maddox push shot falls from 4 feet.
Man, they are getting extremely good looks off inbounds plays right now.
Full court press. Lexi Mead picked up her dribble, needs to get some help. She got it, and Aaliyah Pitts on the midline almost had her pass intercepted. Mead picks up the crumbs. Left wing three. Acacia Hayes too strong. Offensive rebound. Jalen Foster in the near corner. Back up top. Extra feed. It's Acacia Hayes. Three ball again. That one's too short, and Anaya Hubbard tracks down the rebound for FAU. 2-on-2 in transition. She likes the mismatch. English off the rim, but no basket. A foul.
And those are wide open, I mean wide open threes that we're missing right now. We're only 3, I think, for, what are we, 3 for 15?
3 for 16.
3 for 16, and a vast majority have been just point blank wide open shots. You gotta think they'll eventually go in. But the problem is when we're missing threes, oftentimes we miss threes are long layups, which are long rebounds, which contributes to transition points. And FAU is pretty good in transition, especially when Hubbard's in the game.
She hits the first free throw, one of the most athletic players in the league, and she's only a freshman. She goes 2 for 2 there.
And what making free throws does for FAU, it enables them to get into this 1-2, 1-1 trap, and it's they're always trapped the first pass, and we were very fortunate to get out of that mess.
Right wing, Aaliyah Pitt, now a baseline drive, stops on the right block, kick out Jalen Foster, ball fake on Hubbard in the air, stops and pops, Hubbard's there, track down block. Oh, she came out of nowhere to deny Foster, and now WKU gets it back with Lexi Mead straight away, past the nail, kick out on the near corner, it's Aaliyah Pitts for 3, left it short, and the rebound, fall 4 on the baseline, out of bounds, last touch FAU.
It is.
Anaya Hubbard is a cheat code right now.
Well, I mean, she's not only blocking it, she's almost spike blocking it right now.
They get it in, and WKU resets for Lexi Mead, the sophomore point guard, last season all-conference freshman selection. Maya Meredith with 10 on the timer, hoisted up near wing, left rim on the 3, and a foul is called, loose ball foul, called against FAU with Jalen Foster being the victim. It was Amber Gaston on the foul.
It's a big call. I mean, Gaston is 6'2", coming off her better game, and she's a big shot blocker inside.
And her second personal foul boots her from the floor. Gaston sits, and Dylan Hanna is in. 7:15 left in the second quarter. Lexi Mead kick out to Jalen Foster straight away. Ball fake down the far lane. Kick out to the far corner, back up top for Mead. 5 on the timer. Mead drives inside, draws a double team. Bounce pass near corner 3. Maya Meredith, an air ball. Put back, zero gravity, does not fall for Lexi Mead. No rim for either one of them, and that means it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, 3 for 19. Western Kentucky shoots a lot of threes anyway.
Josie Gilvin was really the only white jersey in the backcourt trying to contest FAU, and she belly flopped to try to get the steal. Could not get it cleanly. Goes out of bounds.
It looked like an obvious foul to me. Josie was in front of Hubbard, and Hubbard just went right over the top of her. No call.
Hubbard in the backcourt, slings to the front court for Rosenthal, left wing, picks up her dribble, goes to Moore on the baseline near side, back up top for Hubbard. 6:45 left in the first half. Hubbard nearly dragged her pivot foot. Instead, uses her dribble down the far lane on the baseline, draws a double. Hubbard, now she travels.
Yeah, that was a walk. I mean, she's tried to spin, but she went about 5 feet without dribbling that time.
It's her first turnover of the day. She committed
6.
a career worst 6 against WKU 2 weeks ago.
This may be the most physical game I've seen this year, to be honest with you. It is physical.
24-18, FAU on top of WKU. 6:35 left in the first half. Josie Gilvin stops and pops. Free throw line Jay swirls out. Got her own offensive rebound. Puts it back up. It swirls out again. And now Jonathan Rosenthal picks up the rebound for FAU.
That's a good shot for her right in the middle of the lane. Just missed it.
Zaff in transition. She absorbs contact. High off the glass. No foul. No basket. It is tipped out of bounds by WKU. So FAU will retain possession with a baseline inbound.
Well, you got to be able to withstand contact already this game, whether you're going to the basket or just trying to get the ball off the floor. Got to play strong.
It's a 19-3 run over the past 8 minutes. They get it in straight away for Joya Maddox, the transfer out of Rutgers. Give the keys to Zaff. 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. Zaff on the right wing. Bounce past Maddox. Now a low post feed for Gaston. On the right block. Can't get it off the window. Offensive rebound. Rosenthal with a shot clock winding down. No reset with no rim. And Rosenthal's putback didn't go. Maddox got the offensive rebound. The shot clock reset. And now a foul is called.
I think they called a jump ball instead. I thought they may get a foul, but they end up calling a jump.
Okay, so FAU owns the arrow. They inbound from the same spot. On the left side of the baseline, Rainbow inbound to the midline for Rosenthal. Alexa Zaff with 2 knee guards on each side, gets it in, and now on the nail. Rosenthal had it swiped away by Savory. 2-on-2 in transition. WKU likes the mismatch, but instead they slow it down. Thought Acacia Hayes was going to take it to the cup. Savory has it between the rings, face guarded by Zaff. The junior using a right hand to dribble, twirls inside, and a foul is called on Rosenthal, off ball. It's her first foul, team's second. 5:30 left in the second quarter. Lady Tops down by 6. Bounce pass into Jalen Foster, short corner, and they reset up top for the freshman Hayes. Hope Savory's got it. Drives past the free throw line. Riley scooped to the hoop, off the window. No rim and no dice. FAU takes it in transition into the front court. Attacking the hoop to our left. Zaff nearly dragged her pivot foot on the baseline. Kick out. The 3 does not go for Maddox. Long rebound for Hope Savory. In transition behind the back pass. She got it to Meredith, and Meredith lays it in. Harlem Globetrotter basketball for Hope Savory, and WKU down by 4 midway through the second quarter.
She likes that pass. It's the second time I've seen that this year from her.
FAU on the other end. Layup does not fall for Maddox. Rather Moore got it back, and now her putback doesn't fall, but she's fouled.
I mean, FAU is one of the better rebounding teams in the league. They may be the best. They got a +5 advantage, and that's a big factor, especially after being out-rebounded on Thursday by 16.
Maya Meredith called for her first foul, team's second. 4:45 left in the second quarter. When we return after this Tartar timeout, Tartar Realty Company, serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. Back in a jiff on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. John Butler, I'm Brian Klein. Happy to be with you. FAU 24, WKU 20. It's an extended big run for the Owls. In fact, you do the math, you carry the one. It's a 19-5 run for FAU over the past, really, quarter and a half, give or take. So what has FAU done right to turn the tide?
Well, what they've done right is their full-court pressure has been very, very effective. The diamond press has caused a lot of mistakes. I think it's kind of rushed us a little bit, so I'm going to give them a lot of credit on their full-court pressure has been good. On the other hand, for Western Kentucky, I mean, I'm not going to give FAU credit for Western Kentucky just flat out missing way too many shots. 3 out of 18 from 3. 8 for 33 total. That's not very good, 24%. In fact, Western Kentucky's had 13 more shots than FAU, and in a lot of ways, lucky to only be down 4.
Yeah, Western Kentucky once upon a time was up 15-5. That first media timeout in the first quarter. Ever since then, it's been all Owls.
Well, Western Kentucky scored 5 points in probably the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. And it's not getting any better immediately with FAU at the stripe. Joya Maddox at the free throw line, transfer out of Rutgers.
The foul I called down here, I guess they said I called it on 30, but it was on 34.
Okay.
Maya Meredith was called for the foul before the break, and Maddox connects on the first free throw. A 79% free throw shooter. Missed a year and a half with an injury before playing 17 games her sophomore season last year for the Scarlet Knights. Rims out on the second attempt. 4:45 left in the first half. Maya Meredith all alone in the backcourt. Catapults the pass far sideline. Hope Savory was grabbed from behind. No foul. Pocket pass right block, and the layup by Betancourt does not go, but a foul.
Yeah, I can't believe there was not a foul on Hope Savory. She got physically held, but just kind of broke through that like a running back breaking through the line and got into the lane and made the assist. Could have been an assist to Betancourt.
Now Odie Betancourt coming off the bench for the first time today. 4:35 left in the first half, and the Venezuelan transfer out of USF, is good on the first free throw. 64% free throw shooter, and she's been known every once in a while to kind of explode off the bench for WKU. Probably use one of those Betancourt days, one that she had against Louisiana Tech when she had 14 points, a career best in only 12 minutes. She rims out on the second attempt. Lady Tops only down by 4, 4:30 left in the first half. On the short corner near side, Hubbard swims through the defense. Oh, Euro step, and she lays it in.
That looked like Zion Williamson. She just went right through two people and finished at the rim.
Like a bull, put your head down, use your horns, and get some space. In the front court now, WKU slowing it down. 4 minutes left in the second quarter, down by 6. Hope Savory dribbling with her right, now her left, alternating, face guarded by Devin Scott. Stops on the left block, follow away pass on a jump. It's Odie Betancourt, free throw line, Jay Falls.
A good pass, too, by Hope Savory. She went up to shoot, then last second changed her mind, hit a wide open Betancourt. Betancourt's a good shooter from about 15 feet in.
Yep. And that was clean steal in the front court. Hubbard had it swiped away by Maya Meredith. Long three, left wing, Macy Blevins, a brick, no rim. Offensive rebound, Maya Meredith. Oh, English, high off the glass with spin. She gets it to go.
That was a horse shot, falling down left-handed.
Steal for WKU. Their full court press looking really good right now, and they slow it down.
If you like turnovers, we got them for you this game.
WKU's committed 5 and 9 for FAU. Freshman on freshman, Hayes shakes Hubbard. Kick out, catch and shoot three. Blevins, it is wide right off the rim, and the rebound taken in by FAU. Nice box out by Dylan Hanna.
That was a point blank good look that time by Macy, just missed it.
3 minutes left in the second quarter. FAU up by 2, 27-25. WKU falls into a 2-3 zone. And now Jada Moore makes a move inside, stomps on the left block and connects from 8 feet.
Jada Moore likes Western Kentucky.
In transition, WKU nearly had their pass batted away. In fact, it was batted away by Jada Moore out of bounds to the near sideline. Last touch by Moore, and WKU essentially advances the ball over that full court press. They'll take it any way they can get it. Meanwhile, Dylan Hanna sits for Amber Gaston for FAU, and WKU swaps Jalen Foster in for Odie Betancourt. 2:30 left in the first half. Hope Savory quarterbacking the offense. Swings near wing for Maya Meredith. Low post feed, Jalen Foster on the left side. Fakes Gaston, and now a kick out for Blevins. She drives down the near lane and a foul.
I think they're going to give it on Rosenthal. I'm not for sure if it was on Rosenthal, but Macy's going to get to the line and try to pick up 2.
They got Anaya Hubbard for her first foul. And is the team's 4th. One more in WKU's in the bonus, but here's Macy Blevins at the free throw line. Too strong on the first attempt. Doesn't get to the free throw line very often because she doesn't really put the ball on the floor. More of a catch and shooter. 60% at the stripe this year. And she splits a pair. 2:25 left in the second quarter. WKU down by 3, full court press, and they get it over, but Jalen Foster bats the ball to the near sideline, nearly took us out.
It is a chore for both teams to break each other's pressure.
FAU advances the ball very similarly to the way WKU just advanced the ball by breakaway. And now, or rather, broken up pass, I should say. Right wing, Anaya Hubbard, guarded by the wing of that 2-3 zone. Probes up top for Jada Moore. Ball fake left, drives inside, kick out left, and an offensive foul. Hope Savory set her feet, and Moore charged into her.
Another good run by Hope Savory. She's been back-to-back assists on one end and took a charge at that time. Only thing she has not done is made a 3 yet.
That is FAU's 5th team foul, but since it was offensive, WKU won't be shooting free throws until the next one. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. WKU down by 3 with the ball in hand. The freshman Acacia Hayes with her head up. Hands off for Hope Savory, who lassos the pass up top for Macy Blevins. Near wing dribble handoff back to Hayes. And Acacia makes a move down the far lane. Shakes Scott on the left block. Her layup is denied. Batted away by Gaston. WKU picks up the loose ball near corner. Jalen Foster air ball three. Offensive rebound Hayes. She puts it back up. No foul. Another block. She got her own loose ball again. Shot clock winds down. It's a violation.
Yeah, that's the other kind of funny thing so far tonight. Not only are we, 3 for 20 now? 21?
3 for 21.
We've not been close on probably 4 or 5 of them. And they're good looks. That was wide open by Jada.
A couple of them are your
Jalen was wide open.
Should be reliable three-point shooters like Macy Blevins. Baseline drive, Anaya Hubbard, and a stutter step inside. Could not go. She got her own rebound once, twice, 3 times, and the third putback goes.
Man, she is so good inside. Going to be a delay of game warning on FAU, and that's and for some reason they're backing off their press. I don't know really why.
WKU will take it. Had a very tough time with that press in this second quarter. 60 seconds left in the second quarter. WKU down by 5. Hope Savory on the right hemisphere of the floor gives the keys to Casey Hayes. Pick and roll. It's Jalen Foster rolling. It's Jalen Foster pushing it off the rim. Too strong. Rebound Hubbard for FAU. Head on a swivel. In transition. She stops in the lane. Turns around. Fall away Jay. Does not fall. Too short. Rebound volleyed over to Maya Meredith. Game clock to shot clock differential of about 10 seconds. On the right sideline, it's Hope Savory. Dribbling with her right hand. Fakes to her left. Goes to her right. Spins inside. Down the lane. Kick out. Left elbow Jay. Maya Meredith. Off the heel. Too strong. Offensive rebound Savory. She is hacked.
Yeah, right now I'd call the player of the half for Western Kentucky is Hope Savory.
Yeah.
It's not showing up in points, but man, she's everywhere right now on the floor in terms of assists, in terms of taking charges, and just in terms of making plays.
Well, her role is very fluid. The past 2 games, she's been the team's leading scorer in each of them. With 17 points and 18 points, the 18 coming on Thursday against FIU. I asked her about that, about her role on the team, coming off the bench, and really, on any given day, you can be any type of guard for WKU. And she said, yeah, I take pride in the versatility of that.
Well, she's playing the best, in my opinion, all-around basketball of her career.
The second free throw is good after the first free throw was good. So now WKU only down by 3. Shot clock is off with 24 seconds remaining in the first half.
2-2-1 pressure by Western Kentucky.
Devin Scott facing that pressure. A bounce pass far sideline for Hubbard. Back to Scott across the timeline right to left. FAU slows it down. WKU in a man defense with Josie Gilvin guarding the ball handler Hubbard. Screen left, Hubbard keeps on Gilvin. Jump pass inside to the right block, no one home.
Should have shot it. Trying to make the unselfish pass that time and dump it down, but should have shot the ball. She was within 3 feet of the rim.
So it goes out of bounds to the baseline. WKU gets the ball with plenty of time and even 5 seconds here in the second quarter.
FAU should put that 1-2-1-1 pressure back on, and they did not.
Gilvin gets the ball cleanly by the midline. 2 seconds left. Kick out near corner. Catch and shoot 3. Savory left it short. And that is how the first half comes to an end. 31-28. FAU on top of WKU, but we've got ourselves a good one here in Diddle Arena. Don't go anywhere. We're going to break it all down on the halftime report. On the other side, right here on ESPN 102.7 and the Varsity app. Back on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield, I'm Brian Klein with John Butler. Start of the second half, Florida Atlantic leading Western Kentucky 31-18. And the Lady Tops control out of the gate here in the third quarter, moving from right to left. It's Lexi Mead on the right wing. High post feed Jalen Foster. It was jarred through between her hands and now trickles out of bounds to the far sideline. Last touch, Jada Moore for the Owls. So Maya Meredith will inbound for WKU. Had 6 points on 3 of 8 shooting, one of the more efficient Lady Tops in that first 20-minute stretch. On the near corner now, Talia pitch. Ball fake, drives inside, stops on the near elbow, and left the mid-range jumper way short. Lexi Mead swoops in for the offensive rebound. Kick out and a 3. It's Acacia Hayes. Tie game, 31 apiece. 30 seconds gone in the second half.
It may be as simple as just making some shots. That could be the difference.
WKU hitting just their 4th 3 on their 23rd attempt. On the other end, FAU nearly lost the ball. Instead, they cycle it around the arc to Jada Moore, far corner. Bullet pass to the nail. It's a layup for Yanita Rosenthal. She can't connect. Jalen Foster was there for the pressure defense. WKU on the offensive end. Maya Meredith straightaway three off the left rim, and it goes out of bounds to the near corner.
That was another good look. Maya was just struggling from three. She's only 3 for her last 18 coming into the night.
She's now 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
And she's a great shooter. I mean, that ball came off her hand and looked good. And the thing that I like about Maya is her attitude is continuing to be good. I mean, she's not sulking. I mean, she's got good body language and so forth. And I know if I was 3 for 18, I'd have a hard time staying positive.
Well, you know, Coach Collins pulled her pretty early on against FIU when he realized that she really didn't have air in her tires on Thursday. But she's told him, you know what, if I don't have it, pull me.
Well, she looks better tonight. She has 4 steals, so she's active and moving.
10 on the timer. Low post feed. Gaston for FAU. Wrap around on nice pass to a trailer. It was Rosenthal, and her layup was denied from behind. WKU in transition. It's Maya Meredith slowing it down over to Lexi Mead, far side. Pick and roll. Foster was crashing to the cup, and Mead found her. Layup does not fall, and Foster was rolling her eyes at herself.
Yeah, got to make those. Those are point-blank 2-footers.
Point-blank 3 straight away. It's Yanita Rosenthal. Cash.
And it just happens so much. When you miss a point-blank, almost layup, it generally, a score on the other end normally happens.
2 minutes into the third quarter. FAU up by 3 on WKU. Lady Tops dribbling with Acacia Hayes on her left hand, straight away between her legs now. Drives past Zaff. Lefty layup does not fall. Too strong, but a foul on the senior Zaff.
Yeah, FAU does a really good job on that screen roll. They do a good job of hedging on the screens and really force Acacia to go back toward the half court, which is what you want to do defensively. But she did a good job of making a little hesitation dribble and went right by Zaff and got in and drew the foul.
It's Zaff's first, FAU's first. Well, one of the knocks on WKU this season is that they don't really have a go-to scorer, a bailout scorer, and it seems like Acacia Hayes could be that. You give the ball to her and have her penetrate the paint. She can do that, but she really hasn't all that much.
She's getting better and better. Leading scorer, and she's been double figures like 6 out of the last 7. A healthy Maya Meredith would be that player.
Hayes goes 2 of 2, and FAU beats the full court press, attacking the hoop to our right. Left wing Jada Moore facing a 2-3 zone for WKU. They sling the pass to the near sideline for Joya Maddox. Slow it down for Scott, 10 on the timer. Cycle it back to the far sideline for Moore. Short corner, Maddox on the far side. Baseline drive doesn't go on her layup. Offensive rebound, Gaston. Her putback was denied from behind. Maya Meredith on the loose ball, could not secure it. Devin Scott, right wing, low post feed. Gaston draws the double, kick out, straightaway 3. It's Maddox wide open. Oh, and she makes you pay.
Yeah, that's what she does well. She's shooting close to 36%, but she's been on a heater lately from 3.
Full court press, and FAU takes the steal. Really, it was a self-imposed error by WKU with Pitts throwing it over the wrong shoulder of Maya Meredith. She could not juggle it cleanly. And then FAU got it back and turned it over immediately with a pass to the baseline. No one home.
Yeah, that was not a good decision that time by Devin Scott.
3 minutes gone in the third quarter. Acacia Hayes picks up a double team in the backcourt. They get it to Maya Meredith by the timeline. Her pass batted away. Hayes picked it up behind her and now gets it over. On the right wing, Acacia Hayes lines up the 3, left it short. On the baseline, Lexi Mead swoops in for the loose ball and then kicked it out of bounds. On the near sideline, Mead, at only 5'5", nearly had the offensive rebound and gave it right back.
You got to be strong with it. That's one thing. The officials have been very consistent. I mean, there's a lot of bumping and reaching and so forth, but it's been very consistent. I don't have any problem with it. You've got to be strong on the rebound. You got to be strong taking the ball to the basket.
She somersaulted over the chairs, the foldable chairs in the front row. I think we got some popcorn spillage on that play too. On the other end, FAU goes to Jada Moore for the 12-foot leaner, and it falls. And now the Owls lead by 6. 6:20 left in the third quarter. Lexi Mead tries to go for the same shot. Too strong off the heel.
Yeah, it was just that little 3 or 4 foot runner in the lane. Right point blank, just missed it.
Moore shakes to her left, fall away, Jay, rims out. Rebound, Lexi Mead. 4 minutes gone in the third quarter. WKU having trouble getting over the hump, down by 6. And a platoon swap at the scorer's table getting ready to check in 5 new players for the Lady Tops on the next whistle. There's the whistle. It's a foul with Lexi Mead penetrating, trying to kick out straight away for Jalen Foster. But the foul goes against Joya Maddox, overly aggressive on the steal attempt. Her third, team second, and now WKU gets 5 fresh faces out there.
It's a big foul. I mean, Maddox is arguably their second best player. It's 3 on her.
So the 5 on the floor, it's Savory, Blevins, Allen, Betancourt, and Gilvin. Meanwhile, Maddox sat with Gaston, Anaya Hubbard, Dylan Hanna in for FAU. Low post feed, Betancourt had it swiped away. It was Devin Scott on the steal, lead pass ahead, and it is a layup. No! In transition, Jada Moore couldn't connect, and now she got her own offensive rebound. Putback didn't go either, but a foul. They take those layup lines for granted, and Jada Moore really had an uncontested look with 5:35 left in the third quarter.
Something about playing against Western Kentucky, Jada Moore likes. I mentioned her only double-figure score game of the year has been against Western Kentucky. She had 17, and she makes both of these. She'll be up to 9.
Karis Allen calling for the foul, her first, team's first. And Jada Moore rims in on the first.
Largest lead of the game for FAU.
She's only a 47% free throw shooter. And now the lead balloons to 8. With 5:35 left after she hit the second free throw. WKU in the backcourt, trapped by the FAU full court press. Hail Mary pass to the midline. Betancourt was bumped from behind by Hubbard. No call. WKU picks up the crumbs. In transition, Gilvin finds Allen on the right block, and she lays it in. Freshman of freshmen.
Well, that's scoring against the press, and that's what you need to do.
WKU only down by 6 now. It's Devin Scott penetrating the arc on the left side, swiped away. Blevins on the steal. In transition, right wing, Hope Savory. Ball fake, she waits, she shoots, and she scores! Anaya Hubbard ended up on the WKU bench on the closeout, and Hope Savory, with patience, it pays off.
Yeah, great patience. She just stood there, faked the 3, and never moved, and then made the 3.
Full court press, WKU, a double team on Rosenthal and a foul. They thought they had another steal, and Savory was called for her second.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. There has not been a lot of calls tonight in terms of bumps, but I thought that was overall the right call.
Timeout on the floor, and that's a Turner timeout midway through the third quarter. Turner Realty Company serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. WKU down by 3, back in a moment on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. With John Butler, I'm Brian Klein. Happy to be with you midway through the third quarter. FAU leads WKU 41-38, John, but the Lady Tops not going anywhere. A mini 5-0 spurt over the past 45 seconds.
Yeah, again, spurred again. That time was by Acacia Hayes and Hope Savory. Hope making a big 3. She played well all game. We're 3 out of 8 this quarter from 3, which is a big improvement.
Lady Tops fall into a 2-3 zone out of the timeout. Devin Scott straight away, probes to the left wing for Moore. High post feed to Anaya Hubbard, double team, and Jalen Foster, no, they got Josie Gilvin there for the steal. Lead pass ahead, Hope Savory, she's there for the layup, and WKU only down by 1.
Yeah, give that assist to Macy Blevins, and that's of all the good things that Hubbard is doing for FAU, that is her 5th turnover.
She had 6 2 weeks ago against WKU. Josie Gilvin, pressure defense on the ball handler Scott in the backcourt.
I tell you what, I would not want Josie Gilvin and Hope Savory to be guarding me. They are some pesky players.
Gilvin has poked the ball away from Scott on a pass twice already in the backcourt.
That's what she was known as in high school, as a tremendous defender, and you can see why. She is long, 6 foot long, and she anticipates quite well.
FAU gets it in cleanly to Scott this time, and they beat the full court press on a lofted feed for Hubbard. Long 2, and is too strong. Offensive rebound, Rosenthal climbing the ladder, and her putback does not go. In a forest of white jerseys, she's fouled by Betancourt.
Rosenfeld has played well. I mean, she's got 7 points, and now that's her 7th rebound. And, of course, she's a 5th-year player, redshirt senior from Latvia. I believe that's right.
Yes.
She has 4 double-doubles so far this year, and she's on her way for her 5th.
And she was just fouled, as I mentioned, by Betancourt, her former teammate. at South Florida. Both transfers from the Bulls, and the first free throw was too strong off the heel.
Didn't move too far, though.
Not too bad. Although the Lafayette to Tampa move was probably a schlep.
Correct.
As my people would say. Second free throw is good for Rosenthal. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and a foul is called about 35 feet away, straight away. Hope Savory was bumped by the big Amber Gaston.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, they do a great job of hedging on the screens, but that time Gaskin, their 6'2" post player, got her third foul.
And it's the team's third as well. WKU gets it into Savory straight away. She lost the ball and tracks it down on the far sideline. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, Savory drives down the far lane. Her layup does not fall. It was a clean block for Devin Scott. Ball was poked out of bounds to the baseline. Last touch by the junior guard, Scott.
Yeah, Hope got in there with the trees that time.
So WKU inbounds from underneath the basket. It'll be Macy Blevins pulling the trigger. Down by 2, 3:45 left in the third frame, and Amber Gaston sits for Joya Maddox. You saw that 2 weeks ago. Gaston really wasn't able to play extended stretches at 6'2", wasn't really able to run the floor with WKU, especially when FAU presses. Josie Gilvin receives the inbounds pass and hands it off to Savory. Shot clock down to 3, and a foul is called. Savory from outside the arc with a bailout foul there, because now WKU is inching closer and closer to the bonus with FAU at 14 fouls, and the shot clock resets to 20. Blevins from the far sideline gets it into Savory. The junior takes a deep breath and dribbles with her left hand, ignores the screen left, goes to her right, draws the double, it's swiped away. A steal for Jada Moore in transition. Moore takes it past the nail, draws the double. Her scoop to the hoop is denied. Macy Blevins was there, and the Monticello, Kentucky native was pointing to the opposite direction, but the referees rule that it is last touch off of Blevins, and FAU inbounds. From the baseline, up by 2, 3:30 left in the third quarter. A foul is called before the inbound pass got in there, and it was called on Anaya Hubbard.
Yeah, going to call an illegal screen on Hubbard.
It's her second and FAU's fifth. So since it's an offensive foul, WKU won't shoot until the sixth team foul. But with 3:20 left, you'd imagine that they'll have some bonus opportunities here in the third quarter.
Third straight opportunity to tie or take the lead, and turnover caused by Hubbard.
Savory tried to find Gilvin on a bounce pass far sideline, but Anaya Hubbard jumped the passing lane, and then Gilvin accidentally kicked it out of bounds. So that is the wizardry of Anaya Hubbard right there. The hustle, the strength, and the IQ. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Devin Scott, dribbling between the rings, picks up her dribble, and now swings the pass to the right wing for Joya Maddox. High post feed, Yannicka Rosenthal is double-teamed, and a jump ball. Karis Allen and Odie Betancourt converging, and FAU owns the arrow.
It's been a while since either team's had a shot, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's a 7-1 run for WKU over the past 2.5 minutes. Devin Scott inbounds from the baseline, gets it in on a handoff essentially to Maddox. Back to Scott, cross-court pass Rosenthal, extra feed, extra again. Maddox 3, right wing, and it is short off the rim, bounced twice off the iron. Offensive rebound for Moore in a forest of white jerseys. Power dribble, wraparound pass, and Maddox, she's fouled.
Yeah, it was caused by an offensive rebound. Going to be a foul. I think it's going to be on Maya Meredith.
It is Maya Meredith. It's her second, WKU's fourth. So FAU is one foul away from shooting some bonus free throws, but they don't really care about that right now because Joya Maddox earned these free throws, fouled on her way up. Transfer out of Rutgers, 79% free throw shooter, and she's cash on the first attempt. Scored 13 points 2 weeks ago. It was her only double-figure game of the season. That was against WKU. Offensive rebound on the second missed free throw, and FAU recycles the possession. Left wing, it's Maddox, or rather Moore. Ball fake, now drives past Allen. Allen actually playing really nice defense here. Shot clock down to 5. Hubbard has it on the right side. Jump pass left block, and a foul is called. It was Jada Moore, hip checked by Odie Betancourt. So that's a bailout foul right there. Not only was the shot clock down to 3, but now FAU is in the bonus.
Like most teams that you see today, FAU has their fair share of transfers. Jada Moore, 3 years at Kansas State out of the Big 12.
She hits the first free throw.
And she is her second double-figure game of her this year, both against Western Kentucky. It's her 10th point.
Make it 11 after hitting the back end, and FAU is keeping an arm's length away from WKU. Up by 5, 2:30 left in the third frame. Lexi Mead gets it to the midline for Maya Meredith. Over the head pass, left wing for Karis Allen, and WKU slows it down. Mead straight away, toe-to-toe with Jada Moore. Moore has about 6 inches on Mead, and now they share a rock to Josie Gilvin. Back to Mead, 8 on the timer. WKU still outside the arc. Now they make a move inside on the baseline. 4 on the shot clock. Right wing 3, Maya Meredith. Oh, she buries it.
That was her toughest 3 of the night. That's on a little fall away rainbow, and that went in, and Joya Maddox looked at her like, you got to be kidding me.
With the shot clock winding down, Maya Meredith with her first 3 on her 6th attempt. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. WKU defending down by 2. Jump pass by Hubbard, far corner. It's back of the way. Last touch, Rosenthal. A turnover for FAU. And you can credit Lexi Mead for the pressure.
And that's Hubbard's, I think, 6th turnover again. She matched the last time they played.
Actually, 7 turnovers.
7. I mean, she's played well, but daggone, 7 turnovers is way too many, especially for somebody who's not a ball handler. She didn't handle the ball a lot either.
Now she's a freshman. Mead has it straight away, guarded by that freshman, Hubbard, down the far lane. It's Mead, push shot off the window, and in. WKU with the equalizer there, 45 apiece. About 70 seconds left in the third.
She took a bump from Hubbard and still finished.
Another turnover for FAU. Jada Moore tries to catapult the pass from the near side to the far backcourt to the front court, and it went over the outstretched arm of Joya Maddox.
And that is turnover number
17.
17. The last time they played Western Kentucky, they made 23. And
that seems destined to happen again.
This is a theme. Everybody that plays Western Kentucky, 10 games so far, they forced over 20. And I mean force. It's a forced turnover.
Karis Allen kick out, Mead catch and shoot 3, bottom. WKU regains the lead, 48-45. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Anaya Hubbard on the baseline drive, draws the triple, spins through it, and she teleports through for the layup.
It looked like a travel to me. It's still a strong play. I think Coach Collins wanted to walk.
Hands on his head. I can tell he disagrees. WKU on the offensive end.
Great
jump
pass.
past Gilvin, in for a cutting Foster. Her layup just short, but a foul.
Yeah, Maddox lucky not to get a technical, which would have been her. I would have fouled her out. The referee stared at her. She hit the. I think she's mad at herself, but she hit the padding underneath the goal. So that's 4 on her. I would assume they would take her out with 22 seconds left in the quarter.
Devin Scott at the scorer's table, and she will come in for Joya Maddox. Meanwhile, the first free throw for Jalen Foster is good. 79% free throw shooter, and WKU now leads by 2 with 22 seconds left, and the shot clock is dark.
Yeah, Jalen's been consistently good all year from the line. She gets the line a lot, too, 79%.
In her pink sneakers, bends her knees, and hits the second. Lady Tops up by 3. Anaya Hubbard will inbound for FAU. A full court press for WKU.
Yeah, 1-2-1-1. You got Gilvin on the front end. Probably should be a trap right here.
On the far side, Hubbard probes behind her to Devin Scott. Got to get it across the midline. Lost the ball. Allen was there for the steal, but she stepped over the line.
Now,
a backcourt violation. That's tough.
Well, what I would say, that's a tough call by the official, too, is I would think you'd have to have possession before that, and I didn't really see possession.
Now FAU will take it. Shot clock is off, game clock down to 8. It's Jada Moore straight away, dribbling with her left down the far lane, goes over inside the arc, and now rather inside the paint. And Anaya Hubbard was fouled on her mini leaner push shot.
It's going to be on Maya Merritt. I think that was the right call. She went up, and she can really elevate. got hit, it looked like to me, across the elbow that time by Maya Meredith.
It's Maya's third foul, and not that it matters, but FAU is in the bonus. But Anaya Hubbard at the stripe, and you say what you want about her ball security. She's committed 7 turnovers, but she gets to the free throw line, and more often than not, she converts at the free throw line.
Oh, she's a special player. Don't get me wrong.
She hit the first free throw, making her 6 of 7 at the stripe, and here's the second attempt with 3.5 seconds remaining in the third. It's good. A 1-point game in favor of WKU. They get it into Meade. Lead pass ahead into the front court. Allen, catch and shoot 3. It's a heave, but way too strong off the top of the backboard. And WKU takes a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter, 50-49. Oh, things are heating up here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. When we return on ESPN 102.7 and the Varsity app, we've got the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. Western Kentucky and Florida Atlantic in a close one here. 50-49, start of the fourth quarter. I'm Brad Klein with John Butler. Very happy to be with you on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield, and WKU takes it into the front court, attacking the hoop to our left. What do you think, John? Key to the fourth quarter for WKU.
I think it comes down to taking care of the ball and making some shots. I mean, it just comes down to that. We're still shooting less than 30% for the game. Third quarter was better. We were 7 out of 14, and I think that enabled us to get the 1-point lead.
Took only 9 seconds for Amber Gaston to pick up her 4th personal foul, but she'll stay in the game. WKU goes to the left wing. Jalen Foster rises for 3. Off the heel, too strong. Rebound fought for on the baseline and poked out of bounds. No, a foul is called.
Yeah, it's going to be on
Josie Gilvin fighting for it with Anaya Hubbard, and she fouled the freshman Hubbard.
Yep, over the back call.
So Gilvin picking up her first foul and WKU's first of the fourth quarter. 20 seconds into the final frame. Full court press WKU, and Anaya Hubbard beats it. On the near sideline, she gets it into Gaston, left block, and Gaston puts it in. The 6'2" senior with a nice move inside, and now FAU is on top of WKU 51-50. In transition, Meade down the far lane, kick out Gilvin, baseline drive, reset up top, and Meade keeps it over the midline. It was going to the backcourt, but Lexi Meade turned on the Jets and got it into Acacia Hayes. Keep it here. Shot clock down to 8. Acacia Hayes stops on the left block, and a jump ball is called. Zaff was wrestling for it, and WKU does not own the arrow. Instead, it goes to FAU.
Yeah, again, that's that one dribble too many. Probably a little pull-up floater about 3 or 4 feet from the basket would probably be the better move that time. Just got a little too deep that time.
Greg Collins knows her ability from beyond the arc and inside the restricted area, but he's been pleading for her mid-range game to catch up.
Yep.
Lady Tops falling to an aggressive 2-3 zone. Zaff is hounded by the guard. Acacia Hayes by the midline. Jada Moore has it left side. Low post feed for Gaston. Kick out. 3-ball. Rosenthal. She sticks it. And FAU is up by 4. 90 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Gives her a double-double. That's her second 3 of the night.
In transition, Allen takes it herself to the cup. No rim on her lefty layup. Instead, a rebound to Anaya Hubbard. Down the far sideline, Lexi Meade enshrined with her on defense. Hubbard tries to swim past her, lost the ball, got it back, threw it up, off the window, no rim. Jalen Foster rebound, Anaya Hubbard steal and score! Timeout WKU. 56-50. Florida Atlantic on top of Western Kentucky. And that's a Turner timeout. Turner Realty Company, serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. Back in a moment on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Well, Western Kentucky is in trouble here. A minute 45 left, or rather a minute 45 gone in the fourth quarter. And since this fourth frame began, John, it's a 7-0 run for the Owls dating back to the last frame. A 9-0 run makes it a 56-50 advantage for FAU.
Yeah, Rosenthal made the big 3. And again, we just stopped scoring. Also right now getting out rebounded 40-32. It's been a game of runs, to be honest with you. Both teams have been very, very streaky so far. But you know, sum it up right now, we're still only shooting 29% for the game.
Lady Tops are shooting about 23% from beyond the arc. A minute 45 gone in the fourth quarter. After a 9-0 run by FAU, it's a 56-50 advantage for the Owls. Steal in the backcourt, yes. Acacia Hayes got the inbound pass, and then she was swiped away. Joya Maddox on the steal, and Hayes was the last one to touch it.
Well, you can't put the ball over your head in a trap, but that's exactly what Acacia did, and that was an easy steal that time for FAU.
The reigning Conference USA Freshman of the Week, Hubbard, gets it in. Cross court, far side to near, and Maddox was nearly bumped by Savory going for the loose ball. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, and Alexa Zaff, hounded by a double team, it's out of bounds, and last touch Zaff. Identical play, but this one on the near sideline, and Lexi Mead jawing it through. So WKU takes over, attacking the hoop to our left. Lexi Mead makes a move inside, stops on the free throw line, lost the ball. Zaff is there for the steal and a jump ball. Lady Topper basketball here with them owning the arrow.
Well, that's 3 straight. This will not be a turnover. It'll be a jump ball, but from both teams, that's 3 straight right now. Got to be strong. I mean, it's just the bottom line. This game is physical. A lot of quick hands on the floor, and the referees are letting them play it, but the referee's been extremely consistent. But you have to be strong, and an occasional pass fake would help, I think, too.
7:45 left in regulation. Mead makes a move inside, past the nail, and a foul is called.
It's going to be on
They got
Zaff.
Alexa Zaff, fouling Mead because Mead just blew right by her. And Zaff tried to make up for that ground that she lost by swiping the left hip of Lexi Mead. So Zaff now sits. Devin Scott comes in to replace her. Junior guard, transfer out of Fairleigh Dickinson. Lexi Mead rainbows the pass by the midline, plucked out of the air by Aaliyah Pitts, and WKU gets it in cleanly. Back to Mead, straight away, skips past the nail, lost her dribble, lost the ball, and a steal for FAU. It's Devin Scott fresh off the bench. Ahead to Jana Moore in the front court, attacking the hoop to our right. 7:20 left in regulation. Double team here by Scott in the front court by the near sideline. Steal for Josie Gilvin. Ahead to Savoy. Her layup doesn't go, and FAU slows it down. Lost the ball. Lexi Mead last to touch it, out of bounds.
It is 4 straight turnovers for both teams, 2 apiece.
So actually, no, Mead was the one to poke it loose, and she was not the last to touch it. She'll inbound. Just over 7 minutes left in regulation. 56-50, FAU on top of WKU. Jalen Foster straight away, scanning for some help, picked up her dribble, gives it to Savory on the near wing. Gets the screen right, drives to her right, and is fouled on her way up down the far lane.
Yeah, I thought Hope was going to use a little floater, and she decided to make that extra dribble, and she jumped right into Dylan Hanna drawing the foul.
And Hanna just came off the bench for FAU, the freshman
from St. Augustine, Florida. You do know about St. Augustine.
What about it?
It's the oldest settlement in the United States.
Is it really?
Oldest permanent settlement, yes.
Huh.
Originally a Spanish settlement. Yep.
Okay. Take that. Savory goes 2 of 2. 3 minutes gone in the final quarter. And the Lady Tops on the defensive end. Full court press broken easily by Anaya Hubbard, moving from left to right. WKU down by 4. Baseline drive for Moore, and now goes back up top, intercepted. Pass intended for Devin Scott. Savory there for the interception. Kick out, far corner, Mead 3. It's not enough, a little short. And off the left rim, lead pass ahead in transition. Jada Moore is there for the layup. Does not go, but a foul.
You had an opportunity for a big 3 from the corner that time off the assist, perhaps assist by Hope, and just missed it. But when you shoot it from the corner, especially when a point guard shoots from the corner, somebody has to rotate back and in case of miss, and we did not rotate back, and that's going to lead to 2 free throws from the Western Kentucky Lady Topper killer, Jada Moore.
Moore is short on the first. Now Jana Moore has been fantastic today. He's up to 11 points and one more free throw here. It's good. Make it 12. 6:30 remaining in regulation. Savory trying to beat the full court press by FAU. Playing catch with Aaliyah Pitts, and Pitts lassoed it to the midline. Maya Meredith could not secure the pass.
That didn't step to the ball. That's the other thing. You have to meet the pass, and that time Maya did not step and meet the pass.
So FAU steals it, keeps it here on the right side of the floor with Devin Scott controlling between the rings. Gives it to Anaya Hubbard, past the nail, and she traveled.
It's going to be her 8th turnover.
It's a career worst already for Anaya Hubbard with 8.
I think what's going to win the game is somebody, some team, it's either going to be us or FAU, just has to have a good run of good basketball, not turning the ball over and making some shots.
Lady Toms have to beat the full court press consistently to do that. They beat it here. Maya Meredith now secures that dribble handoff by Savory. Kind of like a quarterback, running back transfer. Just could not take it in cleanly. That same thing for Jalen Foster. She picks up the crumbs. Kick out, straight away three. Wide open. It's Hope Savory. She buries it. And WKU is only down by 2. 5:45 left.
Okay. I was going to say they may have stepped on the line, but they're going to clean the floor. But
okay.
If you want a big shot, there's nobody that I'd rather shoot it other than Hope Savory.
She has been
I think she's
nails.
played really well tonight.
She's been nails.
Yeah. She's continuing her good play.
Timeout, FAU. Well, if this holds the way WKU is scoring here, Hope Savory will have led the team in scoring the past 3 games. She has 12 for WKU. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a step aside as well on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield. Don't go anywhere. Back here on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield, I'm Brian Klein. Very happy to be with you with John Butler, 57-55. FAU on top of WKU. 5:45 left in regulation. John, we've got ourselves a close one. You mentioned before the break what this game's going to come down to. If anyone missed it, I wonder if you could repeat it. What do you think is going to be the difference here today?
I just think somebody has to play clean these last 6 minutes of the game, but just play clean right now. FAU has got 23 turnovers, but it's been offset by our shooting only 29%, and that's kind of what it comes down to. FAU needs to take care of the ball. We just need to make shots. When we make shots, I think we'll win a game.
FAU takes it left to right into the front court. Alexa Zaff quarterbacking the offense on the left arc, hounded by Teresa Faustino. Shot clock down to 15. Zaff picked up her dribble about 35 feet away from the cup and now gives the keys over to Joya Maddox. Driving kick, offensive foul. Maddox has fouled out. It's a foul drawn by Jalen Foster, setting her feet outside the restricted area. Just what WKU needed out of the timeout.
And that's her 5th. Just put her back in the game with 4. That's the correct call, too, by the way. She's out of control going in the basket. And that's her 5th, and that's a big, big one. She's averages 9.2, but the big thing is she's been on a big run of double figures the last 3 games.
So Maddox, her day is done. 8 points, 5 rebounds on 3 of 9 shooting. 5:25 left. Dylan Hanna checks in. So FAU forced to go big here. See what WKU can do to maybe capitalize on that. They beat the full court press in a hurry. Hope Savory from the near corner. Baseline drive. It's good. Down it. And the foul. 5:15 left in regulation. WKU ties it 57 apiece pending the free throw.
Have a game. It gives her 14 points, and got an opportunity to be pretty confident she's going to make this shot. Put us up 1.
She does.
Did not even hit the rim.
That's a team best, and WKU was on top by 1. Full court press and an interception. Rosenthal trying to catapult it by the midline. Batted away by Pitts. Here's Savoy on the right wing.
Turnover 24. And going to be a hold on the freshman underneath on Hubbard trying to hold Savory.
Anaya Hubbard. That's her 3rd.
And the big deal is that puts Western Kentucky in the bonus.
Yep.
And I can't think of
a lot of time left to be in the bonus.
And I can't think of a person that I would want on the line any more than Hope Savory.
Savory at the stripe. Clanks the first one.
And it went all the way in and spun out. I thought it was a little flat.
She's a 70% free throw shooter. But again, the big news here as she hits the second gives WKU a 2-point lead. The big news is that the Lady Tops are in the bonus with 5 minutes left. Zaff in the backcourt, poked away by Faustino, got the ball back, and motors across the midline left to right. Floater from 4 feet out does not go too strong. The offensive rebound and the putback does go for Dylan Hanna. And FAU ties it up at 59.
Hanna's a good-looking player, 6'2" and strong.
Baseball pass near side to far. Jalen Foster gets it to Savoy in the front court. Low post feed, no one guarding Meredith. Now they converge on her with a double. Bounce pass, far corner, Faustino drives inside. Lefty layup does not go, but a foul. It was Jada Moore there to hack Faustino from behind, her third. And again, WKU is well in the bonus. Not that it matters. Faustino was going up. So now she's at the strike.
That's a good move, too, by Faustino. She crossed the lane that time and almost finished with her left hand while getting fouled.
Teresa Faustino really hasn't played all that much today.
Same thing as Thursday. She played very little until the last 5 minutes, and she was awesome.
This is, wow, and she was way short on the first free throw, nearly an air ball, and just grazed the front rim. 4:30 left. She's only played in 4 minutes in this game, but you're right, she checked in and missed a second there. She checked in late in the fourth quarter against FIU for defense, and boy, did it pay off at essentially the game-clinching steal. Full court press, FAU gets it into the front court, but a foul is called by the midline with Jada Moore trying to dribble out of a double team, and Hope Savoy called for her third personal. 4:20 remaining in regulation, tied at 59 apiece. This is the second bout between these two teams. Lady Tops won the first one in Boca by 10. That was less than 2 weeks ago.
Western Kentucky switched to their 1-3-1.
Left corner, Jada Moore, low post feed for Hanna. It was poked out of bounds by Foster. And so FAU will inbound from underneath the basket.
They've been really good at these inbounds. They've scored several times. They have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Got to really watch the lob inside here.
Scott gets it in, chest pass left wing for Moore. And now we'll reset up top. 3 seconds on the timer. Zapp, step back, no shot. Instead, Faustino's there. She jumps on it, no jump ball. Instead, it's a shot clock violation.
I was going to say, you don't want a jump ball on that one. The jump ball would have gone back to FAU. So they're just going to call the 32nd, which is much better for Western Kentucky.
And now Anaya Hubbard checks in for Devin Scott. Probably, if you're an FAU fan, would have liked to see that sub before that inbound with 8 seconds left, because that's where Hubbard really thrives, on that lob.
Correct.
4 minutes remaining in regulation. Tied at 59 apiece. WKU and FAU. The Lady Tops take it right to left into the front court. Jalen Foster on the left wing. Probes to the far sideline for Faustino. Fakes right, goes left. Now gives over to her right for Jalen Foster. Making a move on Dylan Hanna. Backing down in the high post. 10 on the timer. Feed to the left wing for Maya Meredith. Baseline drive, now backs out. Rises for three. Meredith clanks it off the back rim. Long rebound to Alexa Zapp. In transition, FAU goes. No look pass. Right wing, Jada Moore. Drives inside, down the near lane. Draws the double. Follow-away jumper off the window and in.
Tough shot, to say the least. Kind of falling backwards, 4 or 5 footer.
3:15 left in regulation. FAU regains the lead. Up by 2, 61-59. And the Lady Tops slow it down.
It's the 7th lead change of the game.
Faustino gets the screen right by Foster. Kicks out near corner. Target practice 3. Maya Meredith. Oh, she buries it. WKU regains the lead, 62-61. 3 minutes left in the fourth.
Give the assist that time to Faustino. And Maya had plenty of time. She got the laces set perfectly that time. Knocked it down.
Anaya Hubbard takes it to the front court for FAU. 2:45 left. Faustino nearly stole it away. Flop by Zapp. 30 feet away, straight away. Back to Hubbard. Powers to the free throw line. Draws the double. Picked up her dribble. Lost the ball. Turnover number 9 for Hubbard. And a foul is called. Jalen Foster was bear hugged on the ground.
Either a timeout was called or a foul. They're going to call the foul on.
They got a foul on Dylan Hanna. It's her third. And that teleports WKU from the free throw line in the backcourt to the opposite free throw line. And they're going to take some shots here because they're in the bonus.
I think we were kind of fortunate to get the foul. It looked more like a jump ball, but I think FAU wasn't real happy with that one.
With 2:30 left in regulation, Jalen Foster at the stripe. WKU up by 1. And now Amber Gaston checking in with her 4 fouls in exchange for Dylan Hanna.
They got a good rotation with Gaston and Hanna. One's a senior, one's a freshman, but they play almost the exact same game. Long. Got the roll.
Wow. Jalen Foster hit the heel. Ball bounced up about 4 feet. Then went on the front rim and it decided, do I want to be a make or a miss? And the ball said, no, I'll be a make.
Yeah, you miss about 80% of those.
She rims out on the second attempt. Loose ball by the baseline. Out of bounds. Last touch by Rosenthal. FAU can't get the ball cleanly. And it was Maya Meredith pressuring Rosenthal from behind.
Yeah, Maya has just got so much more energy in her legs today than she did on Thursday.
Hope Savory gets it in right wing for Faustino. 2:30 left in regulation. WKU up by 2. Meredith picks up her dribble between the rings, delivers to the near sideline for Savory. Back to Meredith, near corner. And they cycle it around to the right wing. Shot clock down to 5. Drive and kick. Faustino finds Meredith. 3-ball wide left off the rim. Rebound to Anaya Hubbard for FAU.
That's a good box out that time by FAU.
Far sideline, she takes it to the front court, finds Zaff, left elbow, push shot does not fall, loose on the baseline, taken in by Jada Moore, offensive rebound. Pocket pass into Gaston, her push shot denied by Meredith, kick out left wing, and Hubbard thought about the 3, a ball fake instead, she passes up the look. 10 on the timer, Moore, near corner 3, nothing but net, and FAU regains the lead, 64-63, minute 45 left.
17 points again for Moore, not a really good 3-point shooter. But made that one.
Savory has it, finds a cutter, it's Pitts, she got it, she juggled it, kick out, far corner 3, Maya Meredith, you bet! Are you kidding me? Pitts to Meredith, and WKU's got the lead again, 66-64. A minute 15 left, and Aya Hubbard powers to the lane herself, in transition, a foul is called on the floor.
Yeah, they're gonna give it on Jayla Foster. Amber Gaston, they're going to call too much of a box out. They're going to call a push. Should be underneath. Going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout by FAU.
Okay, so a minute 15 left. That gives us a chance to catch our breaths. And I ask you, John, these huddles, if you're Greg Collins, you're up by 2, a minute 15 left. What's the message here?
Well, you got to defend this inbounds play. That's the first thing you got to do. They have scored at least 6 buckets so far on the inbound. So you got to defend that. And then it's just going to come down to taking care of the ball and taking good shots. Got to rebound. We are minus, at one time we were minus 10 on the boards. And this is a really good offensive rebounding team, especially with Hubbards in the game. So got to do a good job of contesting a shot and then getting the rebound.
FAU has 1 timeout left. Lady Tops have 3, which with a minute 15 left, that is an endless supply.
Well, against a team that likes to, like FAU, does a good job of trapping and so forth, it's another reminder to your players, if you ever feel like that you're in trouble with the ball, we have 3 timeouts left.
Again, 66-64, Western Kentucky in the driver's seat on Florida Atlantic. Lady Tops are in the bonus. FAU is 1 off from joining them.
And it's amazing how one player like Jada Moore has just, for some reason, has not been in double figures against anybody. Only averages 4 a game, has 17 today and had 17 2 weeks ago against the Western Kentucky. That's uncanny.
Zaff will pull the trigger from the baseline, gets it in for FAU into Moore, far corner. 2 dribbles and now loops around the screen. Moore trying to get past Faustino, kick out left wing, Hubbard makes a move inside, give the keys to Rosenthal, far corner, jump pass intercepted! Faustino was there for the steal.
Yeah, jump to that zone that time, looked like a 1-2-2 zone, great job by Faustino reading the passing lane.
Another key late 4th quarter steal for Teresa Faustino, instrumental in the Thursday win over FIU. 45 seconds left, WKU up by 2. Right wing, Aaliyah Pitts, probes near wing, it's Faustino, rises for 3, it's short. And Amber Gaston gobbles up the rebound for FAU. A foul is called on Aaliyah Pitts.
That's a bad foul, too. That's going to put FAU on the line. Puts the 5th foul. It's going to put it's going to be Gaskin, the senior, goes to the line.
She shoots pretty well from the stripe, 73%.
Yeah, that's not a bad look that time by Faustino. It was a 3, but we could tell our angle is just slightly off to the right.
So Amber Gaston, the grad senior out of Vicksburg, Mississippi, about 45 minutes west of Jackson, at the stripe.
5th year, all 5 at FAU. That's a nice stroke.
It's the first free throw.
We gotta make sure on a miss right here that you box out. Don't want to give up a free offensive rebound.
41 seconds left in regulation. Gaston, her second attempt, spins the ball in her left hand. She clanks the second one. Rebound gobbled up by Aaliyah Pitts for WKU. And the Lady Tops hold on to a 1-point lead. 30 seconds remaining in regulation. FAU playing straight-up defense. Hope Savory on the far sideline, guarded toe-to-toe by Anaya Hubbard. Now she motors to her left, gets the screen left by Pitts, goes to the free throw line, curls down the far lane, kick out far corner. Faustino dribbling by a double team. 4 on the timer. Savory gets it, twirls inside, down the far lane. Her layup off the window too strong, and Anaya Hubbard has the rebound. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 5. Hubbard in the front court needs to make a move. Finds more inside. Her push shot, it's short. WKU, they'll survive. 66-65. Western Kentucky sweeps the season series, and the Lady Tops are 11-9. Hold on to second place in Conference USA.
Survived because they got a great look. Jada Moore had the shot about 5 feet in the middle of the lane. Great look. She has 17 and just missed it. And give the Lady Toppers credit. Did a great job of getting the offensive rebound, or at least preventing FAU from getting it. I thought it was a good move, too, by the FAU coach for 10 seconds not calling timeout, because they weren't going to get a better shot than that. It was in transition, and Western Kentucky did get back, but that was a pretty good look by FAU down the stretch.
WKU has won 7 of their last 8. 66-65. This one, an absolute thriller. And if you ask my heartbeat, this one probably should count as 2 wins right there.
Yeah, great win. Another big performance. Give Maya Meredith credit. She made 2 big threes. The go-ahead 3 from the corner. But Hope Savory, again, was another tremendous night for her, tremendous day for her.
We'll break it all down on the Med Center Health postgame show when we return right here on ESPN 102.7 and the Varsity app.